I'm sure you'd be surprised tuning in to my blue, pink, and white pilled channel that I am the most black-pilled person that you know deep down. I'm sure you may find that surprising, like, Amanda, what, you're literally black-pilled? Like, what are you black-pilled on? Because clearly this is a blue-pilled channel and I want nothing to do with this grifter and her optimism. I mean, look at my place of residence right now. Clearly I'm having a pretty messy week. What's the famous quote? Your surroundings are a reflection of your mind. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not having the easiest week I've ever had in all my life, if that makes any sense, but I'm definitely not having the hardest week I've ever had in all my life. And you're probably thinking, okay, what is she talking about? Like, black-pilled? No, I'm actually black-pilled. Like, I sit here and I give you this advice and I'm deep down black-pilled. And I'm not saying that I agree with the black pill theory, okay, that like all women are these horrible like spawns of Satan and they only like you if you have a symmetrical Chad airbrushed face. That's not the type of black-pilled I'm talking about. I'm talking about a different kind of black-pilled. Life sucks. Life is really, really hard. And I know a lot of people will disagree with me on this. Oh my God, Amanda, if you make good memories, that makes life worth it. No, life is extremely difficult. It's hard. Life for me started to become difficult when I was in the 7th grade. And I'm lucky to say that it didn't even start until my late years of the 7th grade. I'm lucky that it didn't start out of the freaking womb, okay? I'm lucky that it didn't start there. But no, it started in the 7th grade and it has not stopped from there. And as you get older and older, that's when the arthritis sets in. So what about this, matrix, if you will, is a good idea. This place stinks. All of it stinks. None of it is fun. None of it is fair. All of it is hard. That's my point. All of it is hard. All of it is difficult. All of it sucks. And as you get older, it just keeps sucking more. So how does this make any sense? The reality is when it comes to dating, when it comes to life, when it comes to fixing your relationships, when it comes to healing, you have to choose your hard. You have to choose your difficult, because life ain't easy, okay? If you choose to be alone in that state of peace, well, guess what? Your intimacy needs are never getting met. And I'm so sick of this. Oh, Amanda, a monk doesn't have his intimacy needs met. A monk is overlooking a mountain and has never, ever stepped foot in civilized society for more than half a minute, okay? If you're living in monk mode and you have a freaking McDonald's 2 miles over, you aren't living in monk mode, baby. You're living in the capitalistic society and culture where people are getting surgeries up the wazoo and don't believe in aging. That's where you're living, baby. It's not monk mode over here, okay? So your intimacy needs need to be met in this culture, unless you can literally overlook a mountain and change your neural pathways. It doesn't make any sense to bring up that comparison. Just because people do it does not negate the fact that these are your real needs. So yes, you can choose to be alone. You can choose to have peace and not get your intimacy needs met. And you got to think, Amanda, like, this is so much better. I don't want to get a divorce 4 years in with my future wife as she's cheating on me with some coworker tech dude. I don't want the IT guy to ruin my life. Amanda, you gotta keep a lookout for those guys. Like, I don't want that to happen. So yeah, I'm sorry if I don't want to give away all my financial success. I'm sorry if I don't want to share that with anybody. I'm sorry. But the hard road that you're taking is, now in life, you have no intimate support system. And that can be one of the most healing things physically, internally, translates to externally. It can be extremely healing and you're giving all that up, okay? But then the flip side is that being in a relationship is also hard because you have to overcome your demons. You have to face your emotions head on. You have to be ready to feel real intimacy with somebody, and that's not easy. That is just not easy. It does not come second nature to any of us, especially those that have attachment wounds that have been avoiding people and alone our whole lives. Okay, that's not easy. But which one would you rather take? The idea of finding a true love, that a person that actually looks at you and loves you and accepts you, flaws and all, that you can have real, heady, steamy, intimacy with. Sorry for saying it like that, but you can have real steamy intimacy with. Okay, that's one thing. Makes life a lot easier. So then when you do get those challenges, you're not just stuck alone downing a bottle of tequila watching a game of golf. I don't know. whatever helps you get through the day. Okay. My point is that life sucks. Choose your difficult. It's going to be difficult to work at a 9-to-5 job that you hate, that's just crushing your soul. But it's going to be difficult to start a business by yourself in which you have to ration for and only buy a couple cans of green beans a month because that's all you can afford. Choose your difficult. But working that 9-to-5 job, it's going to chip away at you, okay? And to the point where, again, all you have is that escape with that bottle of tequila. Choose your difficult. Same with dating. Yeah, you have to open yourself up for the risk of rejection and the risk of getting cheated on and this, that, and the third. But hey, you're not just waiting, counting down the days on your calendar for life to be over. Choose your difficult. And also, here's another thing. For a lot of you boys that have not been in relationships for a long time, I want you to know something good is coming your way. If you can handle these little storms and stay put, stay sturdy, and stay strong, something good is coming your way. Because listen, you have the defense and the armor of protectors internally to where you're not just going to be out here like these other people that get married for the sake of getting married and that don't actually wait for the right person. Because there's many people, many of your closest friends have gotten married, they hitched, okay, they did the stitch, all right, but they've gotten married and they hate who they're with. Those are the people that end up getting cheated on, not you guys. You guys have a defense army. You're not ready to walk that path down to getting cheated on, Phil. That's just not you, because you can barely even start any form of relationship with somebody that's definitely not going to cheat on you. So, and I know that sounds rude, and I'm not trying to be rude, but what I'm trying to say is that for my boys that have been alone for a minute, you're a lot more emotionally intelligent than you give yourself credit for. You know you can read people like a clock, okay? You guys have something good waiting for you. You just need to choose your hard. And with that being said, I will see you guys in a future YouTube video.